Good morning, my beautiful John Hart agents. Hope you guys are doing well this fantastic Friday morning, January the 4th. How was yesterday? Did you guys accomplish every single one of your tasks? Did you log on to Pitch Perfect? Did you put up your targets? Did you get it done? Do you have any questions? Do you know who to reach out to if you do have any questions? Just shoot me back an email, call me, whatever, and I'll go through the entire process with you. But you got to get it done. You got to put up your targets. You got to put up your numbers in Pitch Perfect. If you're interested in watching these videos, so starting next week, I will no longer send you the link. I will have you log on to Pitch Perfect. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you to create fantastic habits that are going to drive your business forward, right? So one of the things that I require is logging onto the system. So what happens when you log onto the system? You watch this video. Hopefully when you watch this video, you'll understand exactly what you need to do for the day. And as soon as you're done watching it, you go in, you set your targets, and then done. 2 minutes is all you need to set the proper habits. What I'm trying to get you guys to do is understand that competing against yourself is all it takes to succeed. And Pitch Perfect does exactly that. You're not competing against anybody else except yourself. What you're doing is you're logging in your numbers, you're making sure that you execute all day, you're coming back at night, you're putting up exactly what you did, you're getting your score, and all you're thinking about is how you're going to beat your score the very next day. And that's it, right? So get it done, put up your numbers. It is January 4. You're 4 days too late already, maybe 3 days too late because we had a little bit of an issue, you logging on the first day. But you get what I'm saying. Second, I sent you guys an email yesterday, or actually Jenny sent you guys an email on the Evite for this Tuesday. We are changing the venue from Glenarden to Vertigo. The reason we're doing that is because we just felt like the environment was a better environment. The bar is outside rather than being inside, so less noise, more focused attention. You grab a drink, you come in, we discuss the book. Remember, read chapters 5 and 6, super important, very relatable to exactly what we're doing and how we do things and what we're focusing on. So definitely read chapters 5 and 6. The last part of chapter 6 was phenomenal. It was exactly how I wanted that chapter to end. So definitely read those two chapters before Tuesday. I'm hoping you guys have already done that already, since we were supposed to discuss them 2 weeks ago or 10 days ago. So definitely come in ready. Right after we finish discussing those two chapters, we're going to go after best practices, or we're going to discuss best practices. So definitely make sure that you put it on your calendar to be there until about 10 o'clock Tuesday night. So 7 to 10 p.m., 7 p.m. sharp. We are going to be serving food. We are going to have drinks, etc., etc. All right. So obviously it's Friday, and as I say every single Friday, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. Look at exactly what you did the entire week. I know you had a day off on Tuesday. Even more of a reason for you to focus your energy and your attention on exactly what it is that you accomplished this week. And better yet, what did you not get to? Right? What did you not accomplish this week? What were you looking to do and you didn't get done? Do me a favor and actually look over that and take the next couple of hours. Just put your blinders on and focus your attention and your energy on the things that you didn't complete. It's super important for you guys to finish the week right. Very important, guys. It's you want to develop these proper habits, and it is January 4. It is the beginning of the year. You're super motivated, and make sure you actually set proper habits, set good habits. And one of the best habits is to do exactly what you said you're going to do. Right? There's no one you can be true to except yourself. If you're not true to yourself, you can't be true to anybody else. You can't lie to yourself, right? Who are you doing this for? You. Right? If you're doing this for you, then you don't lie to you, right? If you don't do what you said you're going to do, how are you going to do it for anyone else, right? So you gotta make sure that every single thing that you said you're going to do this week, you actually get done. So go over your list, make sure you knock it off one by one. Take the next couple of hours, even if you got appointments, actually reschedule them maybe for later on this afternoon, and sit down this morning and focus your attention and your energy on the things that you didn't complete and get those things done. And then figure out exactly what you need to do this weekend. One of the main things that you should really require from yourself is doing an open house, one open house at the very least every single weekend. And whoever says open houses don't do anything for business is an effing fool. There's absolutely no reason for you not to have at least one open house a weekend, especially John Hart. Why? Because even if you don't have a listing, you get to go to the back end and you get to see a list of open houses other John Hart agents have put up because they've got multiple listings or whatever the reason is. They can't do all of them or they don't have the time to do it this weekend. They put it up on the back end and you'll be able to grab one. I don't care what city it's in. It doesn't matter. What you're trying to do is you're trying to develop good habits. You're trying to put yourself in front of buyers every single day, sellers every single opportunity you get, right? So one of the ways to do it is doing an open house. So don't give me the excuse, it's not in my backyard, it's not on my farm, yada, yada, yada. You'll eventually get that. But what you need to do is you need to set proper habits. And the only way you're going to set proper habits is if you actually do the work. So go to the back end, pick an open house, choose an open house, and do it for this weekend. If you can't do your listing, you can't hold your listing open, you are required, your seller has hired you to provide maximum exposure. So you can't skip out on a weekend. It's the first weekend of the new year, right? You got to show your seller that you're actually willing to do the work. So if you can't do it, put it up on the back end, allow another John Hart agent to grab it, right? You'll be able to choose which one, and you'll be able to choose which agent you want to hire, but you got to do it, guys. You got to put it up on the back end so another agent can grab it. All right. So what happens after you select an open house? So you select to do an open house. You got to do a few things today in order for you to provide the proper exposure tomorrow. So I always say this. I say this every single time I have the opportunity. I'm going to say this every single Friday as well. You are not hired to house sit. Right? You're not just going to open the door and sit around and wait for people to walk in. No. Right? You're going to do every single thing possible today to get proper exposure for tomorrow. It's an opportunity for you to be in front of people. All right, so what do you do? Today, before you do anything else, when you're getting ready for this open house, you got to put up a Facebook post. You got to put up a Facebook event. Not just saying you're going to do an open house, not just a post, but an actual event on Facebook. It's really simple. All you got to do is go to events, upload the picture, give it a catchy title, right? Just don't say open house on Kenneth. Don't do that. Give it a catchy title. Put in the website address of the property. Put in the description of the property in the event. Now, once you create the event, it's not over. What you want to do is you want to actually send it out and invite every single person possible. Don't invite realtors. Invite every single person possible, and not only buyers, guys. You don't know what you don't know. So you don't know if your friends on Facebook are looking to buy or sell. Just because they haven't told you doesn't mean they're not looking to buy or sell. And more importantly, doesn't mean they don't have a cousin or a friend or an acquaintance that doesn't want to buy or sell, right? So invite every single person. Don't just wait for them to say they're coming. Actually invite them. Do me a favor and actually get this done. It's very, 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 very important for you to provide the proper exposure. And one of the ways to do that is if you get people on social media to know that you're holding an open house this weekend. Again, you're not looking for them to come to your open house. That's just gravy. What you're looking them to do is recognize that you do things differently and you're going to do every single thing possible. So inviting them shows that you're doing something different, right? So as soon as you're done inviting everybody, beg, please, do me a favor, respond to my invite and say you're coming even if you're not coming. So what I want you to do is I want you to PM at least 20 people, say, hey, I just sent you an invite on Facebook. Can you do me a favor and say that you're coming to the open house even if you're not coming? What this does is it shows that they're showing up. And when it says they're showing up, it'll go on their feed as well, saying that they're coming to your open house. So easy, right? So simple. Because once it shows on their feed that you are holding an open house, how much easier can that be? Like I'm like a little kid when it comes to these kinds of things, because it's the simplicity of it drives me insane. Because you guys just, for some reason or another, don't do it, right? Why? Because you feel like you're annoying people? You're not. You're not. It's not a big deal. Just because you PM someone doesn't mean you're annoying them. What you're doing is you're doing your job, right? So do me a favor and actually get this done. Social media is a big part of this whole entire equation. So provide the proper exposure by creating an event on Facebook. Then text about 20 people. Call another 5, call another 10. Tell them that you're holding an open house. It doesn't matter if they're a buyer or a seller. It doesn't matter, right? Then send an email blast to every single contact that you have. Last but not least, tonight, between 6 and 8 p.m., when everyone is home, door knock. I typically don't ask you guys to really door knock because I don't believe it's a really good use of your time, unless you're holding it open and you're willing to do it between Friday and 6 and 8 p.m. That's when most people are home. Just think about you. Most people that you know go home after a long day. They're either ready to just kick back and veg or getting ready to go out. So they're going to be home between 6 and 8 p.m. So if you're doing an open house this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, do me a favor and door knock the neighborhood tonight between 6 and 8 p.m., right? Tomorrow, Sunday, is you're open. When people walk in, just don't say, let me know if you have any questions, sign in. No. What you're trying to do is you're trying to develop proper relationships with these people, right? Right. So when they walk in, greet them, show them the property first. Don't ask them to automatically sign in when they walk in. Don't do that, right? I've asked you guys before, years past, to do that. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get them to want to sign in, not be forced to sign in. I'm trying to get you guys to develop better relationships. I've learned from my mistakes, right? I've told you guys before, get them to sign in or else they don't walk in. Well, that's not really a good way of making sure that you guys develop better relationships. So once they go in, they tour the property, et cetera, they're not going to like the property. Chances of them wanting to write on the property is slim to none, right? But you do have other properties that you can show them. Well, I have an agent. Well, your agent doesn't have the properties that I have, right? They're the properties that are off market. Other John Hart agents have properties that they might like, et cetera, et cetera. So tell them about that. Tell them I have a few properties that are going to come on the market in the next few weeks that you might be interested in. Well, send to my agent. No, your agent will see it when it goes online, when everybody else sees it. But if you'd like for me to send it to you tomorrow, give me your email address and your phone number. Boom, 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 boom. Actually deliver on your promise. Once they give you their email address and phone number, the next day, send them a few sneak peek properties. What if you don't find one that they're looking for? No problem at all whatsoever. You said you're going to send them sneak peek properties. Do me a favor and send them sneak peek properties, even if it doesn't fit their criteria, and say it in there. Hey, I said I was going to send you a few properties that are on the market, that are going to be on the market. Doesn't fit your criteria. I know that, but I said I was going to send you a couple. So here they are, just in case. But know that I'm going to be searching for properties that do fit your criteria. Okay, so deliver on your promise on Monday after the open house. I know this was a little long, but I wanted to make sure I cover all these things, and it's for you guys to get ready for the weekend. So I'm done. I'm ready to rock my day. I'm looking forward to a fantastic Friday. I have a couple meetings today, but I do have a lot of focus, energy, and attention on tasks getting ready for next week. I'm pumped. I'm ready. I'm excited about quarter one. Are you? Good. Cheers, guys.